Hello and welcome, my beautiful friends. My name is Mo, and this is the Children of the Mountain Racing Program, Season 7, Round number 4. We're in the Turismo Classic, sitting in D3 right now, starting P13, I think. Who knows? We're driving around Refined by Pale. Thank you, Pale, for riding a track. And, you know, after a dreadful D2 race last week, I'm feeling depressed. The whole week was terrible. I practiced 20 laps before Sunday and then 30 laps on Sunday, so about 50 laps pretty much going into the race. Not really having the pace, about 2 seconds off at the moment going into it. GG Arctic for having the pace, and I think somebody else, Snapey, had 2:01 pace going into it. It was all good stuff, but let's go ahead and get right into the race, and we can talk throughout it. You know, we got 5 seconds to kaboom. Let me turn these guys down. Well, let me just, you know, starting P13, there goes the boom. All right. Let me turn this down a little bit, get a nice, not really a decent run, but, you know, I'm trying to stay, so I got Pyro behind me, everybody else is in front of me. It's not a blazing D3 field, no offense to anybody, but it's like a field that is a respectable D3 field. And, you know, I'm trying to find positions. Thankfully, that terrible turn 1, I get a couple positions there, so that's P11 now. I gained 2, I think, out of that. Fighting copyright into the uphill left. You know, that's tricky as F. Find the flow somehow. Eventually, there goes another guy. Unfortunate. Then Stig cuts off copyright. I let him have the spot back, get across the dirt, kind of slow down a little bit. Not a big deal. So P10 now from P13. I'm not feeling too bad. Don't cause any incidents as always. Stay nice and clean. Lap 1. Don't want to cause any incidents. Don't go for the brake boost there for some reason this lap, but not a big deal. Still finding the flow, figuring out the gist, the pace of these fellers, trying to figure out where everybody's comfortable and such. And quickly I realized that I don't have the pace in the first 30 seconds. I think I'm 2 seconds down or 1 second down. There goes another guy. There's 2 more guys. They're P7 now. Dreadful D3 start for some people. But I'm feeling good, you know, stay out of the mess, start in the back. I get to watch it all happen. There goes, is that, I don't know who that is, I can't read the name. Kevin, yeah. So, I don't know what happens there. I don't know, I spent too much time worrying about his name. Nonetheless, P7 now, feeling pretty good. I'm like, okay, P13 to P7, maybe I'll get promoted, maybe I'll go back to D2. I ain't too mad. Try to get a run on copyright, don't quite get the run. And really, I'm not too much of aware about any of the brake boosts on this track, given the lack of motivation this week. And I dreadfully hate the Turismo Classic, given the terrible brakes and the bounciness. I'm not a fan of it. Nonetheless, though, going into the last corner of the first lap, and on P7, copyright gets a little bit out of shit. I'm like, okay, send it up the inside. P6, lap 2, not a big deal. Going in for the first corner again now. We got copyright again behind me. Kevin goes off the map. I find it hysterical and lose a little bit of focus. It was quite hysterical. Copyright gets past me in my subconscious while I'm trying to comprehend what I just witnessed. Whew! There's your first lap in a bit. Copyright well done to get the spot back. P6 feeling good. I'm like, okay, promotion is on the table, boy. Oh, there comes Stig, fighting for positions. I'm like, shut that shit right down. P6, feeling good. Going into lap 2, lap 3, pits open. I'm like, okay, there's a gap. There's not really a gap, but I don't want to get caught up in the mess. I just want to figure out the pace I have on this track real quick. I stop. Ryder's just confused. I don't actually see what time I stop because he's confused. I'm like, wait a minute, it's lap 3. The pits are open. Apparently, it's not at 11 seconds on the lap time. And I don't realize what time I stopped, but I wait for the flare, and hopefully he saw generally what time I stopped, but nonetheless. I early pace up. I stopped for like 11 to 12 seconds, lose a couple times there. Lap 6 now after 3 laps. I lose a little bit of time in those laps. I didn't really, you know, still trying to find the grips. Copyright does come out ahead of me though, and I'm P13 fighting P12 with an early pit and hopefully trying to find some rhythm through these next few laps. Make some moves and be going. I got a little bit of run going up the hill. I'm like, okay, about to go for a little cutback probably. And the perception, look at that. The prop looked like it was going into the hill. So I'm like, okay, I got some room. Go for the hill, whatever it is, and it just drops off. It was undelightful. again, copyright, finding some battles with him. My inside overtake, but I don't want to hit him, of course, so I unfortunately hit the barrier. Still P13. P12 now, Scratch and Weed's wrecked. But I get a nice little run going down the hill. Brake boost, get some run. I'm like, okay, about to get some overtakes here, but I unfortunately don't see this prop. And I lose the position to Scratch and Weed, now P13. I'm not sure if he's pit or not, but we're about to have some racing from P12. Again, at this point, I'm not sure how worried I was about not staying in the division. I was unfortunately, Scratch and Weed does break earlier than me. And it's a couple corners, and I tapped him a couple times. But I mean, I'm P13. I had a wreck. I'm like, okay, man. Okay, now just don't get demoted. That'd be pretty stupid to get demoted, given the pace I have on today. The wreck was unfortunate, but I mean, other than that, I didn't have much worry about wrecking anywhere besides oversteering on the uphill left-hander. I'm still fighting Scratchy. Break the shadow. Inside, nice little run. Grace the wall. That was a pretty bad exit. I don't know what the line was through here, through the uphill right-hander. But yeah, P13. People haven't pit yet still. I still got to find some pace. So lap 8. P12 now. Guy went into the pits. Okay. Avoiding demotion spot. If I can get one more overtake, Scratch and again, breaks a little bit earlier than I do. Tap him in the butt. Try to find some speed out of this. As hairpin, uphill left-hander. Watch out for the kick of the oversteer. Feel the flow. Get past Scratch and Weed. P11. We're going to stick with it, though, because that's not the end of the story quite yet. Unfortunately, I had to get my mistakes out early. Get a nice run through that corner. A little bit of right, a little bit of left. We're feeling the flow. Unfortunately, the fences on this next corner catch me a little bit off guard. And I'd expect to oversteer weird, and I just, for some reason, overrun the corner, and there goes Scratch and Weed. So P12 now, time to pace some more up, catch back up to him. The next lap, I think, now, and we're going into this section. At my braking point, he hits the apex, and I do all I can to brake enough to not hit him into the wall. Unfortunately, he still gets sandwiched. It was just an unfortunate circumstance, and I could not avoid the incident, however much I tried. Smooth then, but somehow gets a run on me. He gets a great run. I'm going to follow him for a couple laps, figure out his pace, so I can, again, find the flow of the track. We're only a little bit less than halfway through the race. I got Snapey out in front of me, Smooth JD. I'm P11, avoiding demotion for the moment. And I'm as the race progresses, I'm finding more and more pace, getting more and more comfortable, of course, chasing people. I wish I could find this pace in practice, but I just don't have that drive to actually pace up or stuff like that. It's just whatever. I go for the inside there, just trying to put some pressure on, not really threatening to overtake. Smooth handles it nicely, and following Snapey and Smooth through these hills is a blessing in disguise. I don't know what I'm saying, man. I'm hitting fences and driving over dirt and losing them, and then we're going to walk away for a little bit. I'm going to pace up some more. I think it's the next lap. Who knows what lap it is. The Snapey, unfortunately, does hit the apex, and Smooth and I get past with P10 and P9 for him. Unlucky for Snapey, he's not done with this fight yet. Now we've caught a lap, 32 minutes into the race. What lap is it? Lap 15, about 3 laps later, probably 2 laps later. And there's this massive train of cars in front of me. It's like, oh my goodness! How about your COTM races? This is what I race on Sunday for. And I did make a comment about the pits and people not, people saying, oh, it's better to have an open pit window when you can pit whenever you want. But this is not the racing you get. Then this is. If you have open pit windows, people just, in multiple pits, no. If you have competitive racers, you want them racing each other. You don't want them strategically battling. Either way, nice move on Cohorte. Yeti there. Nice little P8 inside overtake, getting a nice little run out of that corner. Feeling pretty good. Copyright gets out of shape there. I'm like, oh my god, I don't mind if I do. Thank you very much, Copyright. P7 now. Following Smooth some more. About to find some more pace. I don't know what I'm saying. We're going on to the next highlight. I guess a couple laps later, maybe, who knows, but really, there was so much I couldn't include in this clip, in this video, because of how it was just me following people, but it was it was. I literally watched the race the next day just because how enjoyable it was to be a part of the race, and as well I think to watch it from. I mean, I enjoy watching myself race anyways, but it was definitely enjoyable. I didn't not enjoy me watching this replay. There was so much I couldn't include in this video just because it's just me following people. But it was fun to watch a massive train of cars battling each other. It wasn't really a train though, because like there was plenty of opportunity to overtake on any corner. There was runs you could get just because the car is touching dirt or the car oversteers a little bit. It's like bam, there's a run. Speaking of which, here comes the run on Wireway. Unfortunately, I hit the dirt on this next little right kink, and he keeps the position for now. Smooth gets out of shape here, I think. No, I don't know. Yeah, he gets a little out of shape.
Oh, shit.
And then Whackage goes for that overtake, and then Smooth breaks in front of me. I'm like, oh my god, I'm about to get overtake on Smooth? Question mark. Nah, really, he gets a run. Okay, P6 still. I got Cobbett right now chasing me. I'm like, oh, he gets a handful of dirt, so I get the position back. But man, the battle for P3 right now is insane. 6-5-4-3. Yeah, Whackage P3 right now. It's insane. It's insane. You don't see this every day. I don't know what lap it is. Lap 19, Roy gets the inside. I'm like, okay, maybe I can challenge for the inside overtake on this first corner. Not really. Brake, find the flow. Get the wall bang Roy nice and easy. Checking the split was a P11, 15, 16. Ooh, not a good split.
Right there, man.
Yeah, P3 is literally right there. Smooth gets out of shave on the turn 2. We're going to call it turn 2. And I give a nice little out around the corner. P5. At this point, I consider the move done, but then Smooth, what's he doing? Like, I don't know I don't know, man. If he found some ambition there to go for that overtake, that was pretty ambitious of him to do so. Unfortunately, I guess I did drive him into the tree, but the spot wasn't there. And then all my work is undone.
Oh dear.
P8 after the second corner catches me out, along with other people. And I feel honored to be a part of the group of people who did suffer through that second corner. So P8, I'm like, oh wait, maybe I can squeak out, maybe somehow. I mean, P3 is still right. P4, I guess it is. I don't know who it is. It's still right there for the taking. It is still a potential possibility for me. What is that? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Yeah, P3 is literally 3 seconds. Look at that, 3 seconds ahead of me. 38. GG Arctic way gone. And apparently Arctic was a reserve. So really only P4. I mean, you can get P4 and still get promoted. I'm like, I didn't know that at the time, but P4 is the target. There goes copyright, unfortunately. Oh, maybe not. Going in for the inside overtake. Gotta get this move done. Gotta keep it up, moving up ground. And I don't manage to do it, unfortunately. He gets a great run out of that corner. Somehow, I never did find the fucking run out of that corner. It was literally a black magic fuckery. I don't know what happened to Snapey there, but I get past him, going up to lap, what is this, lap 23? 23. P7 now. On to the next highlight. What happens? We're following copyrighted still. Whackage is right there. I don't know who's 7654 now. Is P4 is ahead of me. I get a little bit of oversteer there. And then Snapey comes right back at me. Still fighting with these positions. There he is. Where is he at? There he is. Yep. I'm like, oh my god, Snapey's still here. I gotta handle this. Get a little inside. Hold the position. P7 still. P7. 7654. P4 is literally right there. Right there. We got Stig, I think it's Stig. Whackage copyright me. Yeah. Oh, maybe Wyroy gets out of shape, so now I'm P6. I'm P6 now. Oh, so it's Wyroy, not Stig. Stig's P3, I think, at the moment. GG to Stig. Wyroy, thankfully, does not touch me, but like he did copyright earlier and spun him out, and they kept positions. Shade. Didn't know he had to wait for that, apparently. But no, I digress. Going into the last lap now, we're gonna watch the whole thing out, see how it plays out. We have got to get P4 to get promoted. We've got to get P4. First corner, wall bang, 11.3, not terrible. Checking the front bumpers, we got 15.6. That's not good either though. Going into the uphill left-hander, don't get caught out. Find the flow, nice little half trigger. Get the run. Cut it back across the dirt. Coast over this, don't hit the outside tree. What do we got? 32, and then we have a 34. Oh, not good. 35.5. It's not. It's about a half second, a little bit more than. It's not good. Copyright gets out of shape. I'm like, Wackage gets out of shape. I'm like, oh my god, I'm about to get a run on both these motherfuckers. And then I do get a run, and I send it all into Copyright's
I
ass.
saw Wackage and like, oh,
That's
I'm
what-
about to get a run on this.
Nonetheless, we're fighting Copyright still. We definitely have shown that we are a presence in his mind. Don't get quite a run on him going down the hairpin, but enough of a presence
No,
where he
you're
overshoots
good.
the corner. And now I'm P5. Wackage is there. P4. Promotion from P13 after a dreadful biff to race in D2. Maybe we can get back. Maybe we can get back to D2 from this quite entertaining D3 race. Thank you to all the D3 members who were part of this. It was a pleasure to be a part of it. Whether it was good or bad for you, I'm sorry, but thank you for the opportunity to get to race with you guys. Into the long back straight. We're going to call it a long back straight. Break at the shadow. Try to find a run on Wackage. Maybe this will be the time to find the run. Graze the apex perfectly. Find something. Brake boost on the pothole. Question mark. Yup, there it is. Maybe Wackage spins out. Maybe he runs into a fence or a pole spawns in front of him. It doesn't quite happen. GG to Wackage. P4. P5 for myself. I'm flustered and not a big deal. But thankfully,
Dang.
yes, I'm a loser. Thankfully, YBG has dropped out from D2, we're going to call it. So an extra promotion spot comes to D3, and I am back in D2. This assumes no waiting list, guys. Put in a D2 CT time. But for the moment, recording this on a Wednesday of the break week, I get that P4 or P5 with the Arctic as a reserve and YBG as a dropout. That's 4 promotion spots. That's me to D2. I'll see you there. I thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later.